All right, what's up, guys? So I'm gonna just try to do this really quick, so you can, you know, practice it yourself and get ready for the retest tomorrow. For the retest, you only have to do the questions you got wrong. So focus on those when you get your test back. Okay, I'm gonna try to just go through like one of each that was on the test. So we had this question like right here. I know it's kind of jumbled here, but if you look at the radius, remember that's the small line, so GA, it just goes from the center to the outside. Chord just goes from one point on the circle to another point without going through the center. The diameter is the one that goes through the center, CG. And then you have the inscribed angle, which is ECG, okay, because the corner of the vertex is on the circle. And then you have the central angle where the corner of the vertex is in the center, HAC. Yep. Don't worry about the arc. You can skip these two questions. Just go down to the next one. Number 3 here is just like number 3 on the test. So this is marked for you on the test. Like these two lines were there. These curved lines were there. So I gave you one of the numbers. I think it was 58 degrees on the test. This is 46. So because of this line and this line, they are the same or congruent. So if this is 46, this is 46, and then you just set up your equation, add them all up to equal 180 to get y, right? 46 plus 46 plus y equals 180, and then you solve from there, okay? Again, feel free to hit pause anytime in this video so you can write stuff down. And then there was a question like, you can look at all these. There's like number 2, right? I gave you this number. You had to multiply by 2 to get the arc, right? I gave you this number, multiply by 2 to get the arc. Same thing for number 8. This one is actually you're going to divide by 2, but on the test it was multiplied by 2. And then number 9 was like number I don't know, I can't remember, but it had this circle. I think it was like number 6, 5 or 6. But I gave you a number inside the triangle, and then it had X. You had to remember that this corner was 90, okay? So then you can add them all up. 26 plus 90 plus X equals 100. And then you combine like terms and solve from there, okay? So 10 is exactly like that. 43 goes at P right here, this little guy. All right, and then 11 through 14 was just like number 6 on the test. Just plug in whatever is with the F, whatever number is there, plug it in for X. Plug it in for X. And then don't forget your ordered pair, all right? So negative 3, comma, negative 33. All right, negative 3, comma, negative 33. So you plug it all in, plug it all in, and then you put it all in the calculator. Okay, you don't have to do this. Just take all this and plug it in the calculator and get that. All right. And then on the back side, well, there was a question, right? This is number 5, I think, on the test, this guy, where you take all 3 angles. They're all in there for you. And you just set them up. Like this, and add them together to equal 180. So you combine like terms. This has a 1 in front, right? So it's 1x plus 10 plus 4 is 15. Negative 2 plus negative 4 plus 11 is negative 15. Then you solve from there, okay? Just add them all up, add up to 180. There's no 90 here. All 3 angles are accounted for, all right? And then on the back side of the test, this number 17 was like number 7. I gave you the central angle, I gave you the arc. All you have to do is put them equal to each other. There's no adding 180, there's no multiplying by 2 or dividing by 2. Just set them equal to each other, okay? And then you solve and get 11 for this one. And then number 19 was just like number 8 on the test. I gave you these two problems, okay? I'm sorry, I gave you these two angles. You had to remember that there was a 90 here. A lot of you guys, on the test, this one, like the angle in this corner was an X. You forgot to add it, right? It was like X minus 12 plus 90 plus X equals 180. This one, 4X minus 24 plus 6X plus 14 plus 90 equals 180. And then you combine like terms and solve for there, okay? So look at this video, rewatch it if you need to. But yeah, we'll retest tomorrow. Just the questions you got wrong, okay? Have a good one.